Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I am your host, your host, and as usual in the ghost mode, Mohit Jain. So today our entire focus is on the upcoming TCS Digital on-campus drives. See, off-campus TCS Digital is along with TCS NQT. First you need to write Ninja and then the advanced portion is for digital. But if company is paying visit to the college campus, देन उनका फॉर्मेट कुछ अलग हो सकता है. एंड एज फार एज माई एक्सपीरियंस गोज, पिछले 2-3 साल से जो हम देख रहे हैं ऑन कैंपस फॉर्मेट फॉर TCS डिजिटल, आई थिंक देर विल बी 3 sections ऑफ एप्टीट्यूड विच विल हैव वर्बल, न्यूमेरिकल एंड रीजनिंग. Verbal 20 questions, numerical 15 questions, reasoning 15 questions. These are with 95% tentativeness कि इतने ही question होने चाहिए. For verbal they should give you 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. For numerical not more than 20 minutes, and similarly for reasoning not more than 20 minutes. And once these 3 sections are over, then would be your coding round where 2 codes should be given for 55 minutes, something around 55 to 70 minutes. ठीक है, ये normal tendency रहेगी. Now many a time we have seen that TCS comes with each question timer. हर एक क्वेश्चन के लिए उनका एक अलग से टाइमर लगा होता है. विद इन दैट टाइम यू नीड टू कंप्लीट दैट क्वेश्चन एंड वंस द टाइमर इज ओवर यू नीड टू मार्क विद इन दैट टाइम एंड द क्वेश्चन विल डिसअपियर फ्रॉम द स्क्रीन. बट यहाँ चांसेस हैं कि ऑन कैंपस ड्राइव में देयर शुड बी द सेक्शन टाइमिंग. 20 मिनट्स का ओवरऑल टाइमर चलेगा. 50-50 चांसेस आर दैट देयर वुड बी अ व्हाट डू के से सेक्शन टाइमर. In those 20 minutes, you need to complete 15 question, but you cannot revisit a question. ये उनका बहुत पुराना mandatory format है. They do not allow you to revisit any question. If you have answered, if you have saved and you have moved to the next question, you cannot revisit. थोड़ा इसका ध्यान रखिएगा. पिछले साल 2021 में इन लोग ने क्या किया था, TCS डिजिटल ऑन कैंपस ने they come up with negative marks also. For each question there were 2 marks, and for each wrong question there was a penalty of 2/3 marks. So this can also be the criteria this time. So जितने भी criteria हमने 1-2 साल में देखे हैं, बाकी सब आपको बता दिया है. ठीक, 50-50 chances that there would be a question timer or a section timer. Clear? There will be 4 sections which you need to do one after another. And the third one is each question may be of 2 marks, and if you are attempting a question and if it is wrong, minus 0.67 or 2/3 of the marks would be deducted. Is this clear? And on this note, let's solve few questions, tentative questions. As far as numerical is concerned, there is no topic which you might leave or which you are thinking not to touch. Please do go through all the topics of aptitude, starting from arithmetic, basic arithmetic, to algebra, surds, indices, quadratic equation, cubic equations, equations in 2 variable, 3 variables, inequalities, permutation, combination, probability. All these are hot topics from where questions shall be asked. Okay, as we know the drill, a situation, a question would be on your screen. Pause, try to solve it yourself, and then look out for the solution. First, I'm starting with a small example of inequalities, that how to find the domain or the correct range for the variable, where variable is in quadratic format. For an equation x square minus 3x minus 18 is greater than 0, which among the following depicts the correct range of x? Suppose we have this situation, x minus a into x minus b is greater than 0. Plot this value a and b on the number line. Suppose a is less than b. This is what we have got. Then if it is greater than 0, then the range for x would be from minus infinity to a, not including a, and from b to plus infinity, because it is greater than 0. That's it. It is as simple as that. So 18 is 63. So we have x is square minus 6x plus 3x minus 18 is greater than 0. Take common x, x minus 6 plus 3 common x minus 6. So we have x minus 6 into x plus 3 is greater than 0. The two values of x which we have got by equating these individual terms to 0 is 6 and minus 3. So when I plot this on number line, minus 3 and 6, and since it is greater than 0, this should be the range. So the correct range of x is from minus infinity to minus 3 union or 6 to infinity. So correct answer here is option B. We'll try to take up questions from different topics, different expected topics, and this is from ratio proportion partnership. You know the drill. Give it a try. If you want to use calculator, on-screen calculator would be there, a very simple one. So let's see what is there in the question. A and B started a business where the investment of A was 40% of the total investment. That means A have invested 4 rupees, then B have invested 6. Total investment is 10. 40%, 60%. B invested is sum for 4 months. Okay, time for B is 4 months. And time for A we don't know, let it be X months. The profit received by A was 4 by 7 of the total profit. Clear? That means profit received by A is 4 by 7. Profit received by B is 1 minus 4 by 7, that is 3 by 7. So profit ratio, profit sharing ratio between A and B is 4:3. Now how do we calculate profit sharing ratio? Profit sharing ratio is weighted investment. Weighted investment means investment multiplied by the holding period. The time period for which investment is made. That means 4x by 6 into 424 is equals to 4 by 3. And by calculation, we get x is equals to 8 months. That means A have invested his money for 8 months. Find the time period of investment of A, that is 8 months. Option C is the answer. A sample question from interest. You will get a question from compound interest or simple interest. Give it a try. A classical take and a classical TCS digital take on compound interest. In compound interest, the basic formula we use is for the calculation of amount. What we will have after a certain period of time when a sum is invested. So A amount is equals to P into 1 plus I to the power n, where I is equals to rate of interest divided by 100 and n is the time period for which it's been held. Now it is given that a sum of rupees 7500 amounts to 9075 at 10% in a certain time. So 10% means 1 plus 10 by 100, 1.1 to the power n. Now we need to solve this. We can use on-screen calculator, use it, and let's see what we are getting. 9075 divided by 7500 will give you 1.21. 1.21 is 1.1 whole square. That means 1.21 equals 1.1 whole square equals 1.1 to the power n. That means money is invested for 2 years. What is the amount of the same sum for 7500 at the same rate at 10% for 6 by 5 of the earlier time? So new time now is 2 into 6 by 5. That is equals to 2.4 years. Now, how to tackle this 2.4 years? Because power 2.4 you cannot calculate with a simple calculator. So what we do, we'll calculate till 2 years. Till 2 years, amount is 9075. At the end of second year, amount is 9075. That means what will be the amount after 0.4 years? Now you need to use some sense with the interest rate. For 1 year, interest rate is 10%. For 0.4 years, interest rate would be 10 into 0.4. That will be 4%. That means amount after 2.4 years is 9075 into 1.04. How we are getting 0.04? It is 4 by 100, 0.04. Use on-screen calculator and find it. So it is 9075 into 1.04, which gives 9438. And that is in option A. Averages, percentages, you will get a question or a combined question from these two topics. Give it a try. Classical take on averages. Let's see what we have. The average weight of some students in a class is 62. That means the total of their weights, if there are x students in the class, is 62x. If 8 students of average weight 55 leave the class, minus 8 into 55. Now this is the weight of x minus 8 students. And 13 students of average weight 65 join the class, plus 13 into 65. This is the new weight of the class. For how many students? X minus 8 plus 13, that is x plus 5. This is the total weight of x plus 5 students. Then the average weight of the remaining student, that is x plus 5 students in the class, is 63.9. That means this divided by x plus 5 is equals to 63.9. Our job is to just frame the equation and solve it. 62x minus 55 into 8 is 440 plus 65 into 13 would be 845 equals 63.9x plus 63.9 into 5 is 319.5. So 1.9x equals what we have here, 845 minus 440 minus 319.5, that will be 85.5. So x is 85.5 divided by 1.9, that is 45. So initially there were 45 students. Let's see what is the question. The number of students in the class initially was 45. Option B is the pick. Frame the equation and just solve it. Okay, दिमाग में कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन चल रहा है. लेट्स सी. एवरेजेस पर ही है. आई एम गिविंग यू वन कंडीशन. You try to give me the answer. There are 3 friends and they are drawing different salaries per month. Okay, and the data given is Give it a try. This is a very like commonly asked question, not at TCS, any competitive examination. Average of salary of A and B is 11,000. Average salary of B and C is 14,000. And average salary of A and C is 15,000. Then what is the ratio of salaries of A, B and C? Give it a try. I'm giving you, वैसे तो देने चाहिए सिर्फ 10 सेकेंड. I'm giving you 1 minute. Give it a try. See, very easily you can find ABC. यहाँ पर कुछ भी करके आप निकाल सकते हैं, इक्वेशन बना के निकाल सकते हैं. And let's see how we can do this in 5 seconds. Believe me, it will give you the actuals, and from there you can find the ratio very easily. It is given that these are the average salaries. Now, if we are looking out for value of A, please listen to me carefully. कितना प्यारा और simple सा shortcut है. Here you can see A. Here you can see A. Just add these two. 11 plus 15 is 26. 26,000. And deduct wherever you don't see A. In B and C there is no A, that is 14,000. Salary of A is 12,000. Likewise, you can calculate for B. Just add up those two equations where you can see B. Here you can see B and here you can see B. 11 plus 14 is 25 minus, here you can't see B, 15. So salary of B is 10,000. Similarly for C, C and C in these two we can see 29 minus, here is no C, 11, that is 18. 18,000 is salary of C. These are the actual figures which you can actually find in no time. थोड़ा सा आया ये मेरे दिमाग में कि ये क्वेश्चन करना चाहिए, इसलिए like it's being showcased here along with the different question. Now whatever question they are, what is the ratio of A is to B is to C? It is 6 is to 5 is to 9. That is fine. But actual values are 12,000, 10,000 and 18,000, which you can get in actually 4 to 5 seconds. बनता है प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस का एक क्वेश्चन इज ऑन योर स्क्रीन. गिव इट अ ट्राई. So you must be having the answer to this classical take on profit and loss, where all the three components, cost price, marked price and selling price, is incorporated. Ras sold his bet as X% profit after giving a discount of X%. The marked price was 2400 more than the cost price and the selling price was 900 more than the cost price. So we have got cost price, then we have marked price, and then we have selling price. Suppose cost price of the article is C, then marked price is C plus 2400 and selling price is 900 more, that is C plus 900. Now how do we calculate these things? From marked price to selling price, we calculate after giving discount. Now discount of X% is given. Now we can see that difference between MP and SP is of 1500 rupees. That means 1500 rupees discount is given. Correct. That means 1500, that discount is X% of marked price, that is C plus 2400. This is first equation what we have got. Now we calculate profit or loss always on CP. Now how much is the profit? Profit is SP minus CP, that is 900 rupees. Profit percentage is profit divided by CP into 100, and it is given that profit is X%. So this is equals to X. From this equation number 2 we can see that CX is equals to 90,000. If I solve this, 1500 equals CX, that is 90,000, divided by 100, that is 900, plus 2400 divided by 100 is 24x. So 24x is 1500 minus 900, that is 600. They have asked us to find the value of 4x. 4x will be 600 by 24 into 4. 6 times, and hence 4x is equals to 100. That is in option D. X is 25. They are giving 25% discount and they are earning profit of 25%. So the value of 4x is 100. Moving on, a classical take on framing equations and solving. Question is on your screen. Give it a try. A classical take on framing equations with fixed charges and variable charges. You have gone through the question. Normally, total expenses is equals to fixed expenses plus variable expenses. So, taxi charges in a city consist of fixed charge F together with the charge for the distance travelled in kilometer. That means variable expenses are actually some variable rate into the distance travelled. So, we will have equation E equals to F plus X into D. Let's see. When a person travels 72 kilometer, that means D is 72, he pays 1170. So 1170 equals F plus 72x. And he pays 898 for traveling 55 kilometer. So if we solve these two by just simply deducting, how much we'll get? 272 equals 517x. So value of x would be 272 by 17, that would be 16. So variable charges which are dependent on the distance travelled are rupees 16. That means rupees 16 per kilometer are the variable charges. Now 16 into 55 is 880. So fixed charges are 898 minus 55 into 16, 880, that is 18. So meter down is 18 rupees and variable charges are rupees 16 per kilometer. Isn't it? Simple. Now what will he have to pay for traveling? 45 kilometers. Again use the same equation. E will be equals to F 18 plus 45 and the value of x is 16. 16 into 45. So that would be 18 plus 16 into 45 is 720. That will give us 738. If he is traveling 45 kilometer, he need to pay 738. That's it. In these kind of simple linear equations where the variable charges are dependent directly on kilometer traveled, that means it is linearly connected, we can directly use calculator, on-screen calculator, and without using pen and pencil we can use it. How? We just need to find the difference of these two costs. 1170 minus 898 is 272 and divided by the difference of the kilometers given. 72 minus 55 is 17. This will give you variable charge 16. Clear? Good. Now just on-screen calculator is there. 16 into 55 gives 880 minus 898. It gives you 18 as the fixed charge. Clear? Now you need to find for the 45. 45 into 16 plus 18. 738 without pen pencil also, with on-screen calculator you can find the value of these kind of question very easily. So only for TCS Digital and TCS NQT you can use on-screen calculator. Please don't use that scientific one while you are practicing. Do practice on your laptop, desktop, open up a standard calculator, on-screen calculator, and practice with the help of keyboard. A question from number system, divisions, remainders. एक क्वेश्चन तो बनता है उन 15 में से from number system. Give it a try. When a number is divided by 9, the remainder is 6. That means it is of the format 9n plus 6. When the same number is divided by 21, the remainder is 12. That means it is of the format 21m plus 12. And these two are same. If x lies between 250 and 450, we can very easily identify the first number. 250, 270 minus 18, 252 plus 6. So first number here would be 258. Next number, plus 9, plus 9, plus 9, we can do 267, 276, 285, 294, 303 and on. For the first number of this format, 250, 210, 21, 231, 21, 252 plus 12, 264 plus 21 will give me 285. Bingo, we have got the first common number. Okay, similarly we can see that once we have this first common number 285, what is the LCM of 9 and 21? 9 and 21 LCM is 7 into 9 is 63. That means the next common number would be 285 plus 63 is 348. And here also we will get 348. So we will have 285 common, 348 common, and 348 plus 63, 141, 411, which also belongs to this range, 411. So these three are the numbers which lies between 250 and 450, which follows the pattern of 9n plus 6 and 21m plus 12. So we just need to add up this. 13, 14, 1, 9, 10, 14, 1 and 10, 1, 0, 4, 4. So what is the sum of all possible values of x? There are three possible values of x which lies between 250 and 450, and the sum is 1044, that is in option A. The thing is, first you need to identify the first common number. Once you have this first common number, just find the LCM of the divisors. 9 and 21 LCM is 63. So the next common number would be 285 plus 63. Clear? And the next would be 348 plus 63. So there are three numbers in the given range, and the sum of those three numbers is 104. Next topic on arithmetic, time and work, classical take. You know the drill. Do it. Rule number 8, you can find all these rules in the playlist, the rule book. Please go through all the rules from rule number 1 to 9 to have a command on all different topics of arithmetic. Believe me, that will be a good thing. C can complete the work alone in 60 days. A and B take 40% and 75% more time. So A will take 40% of 60 is 24, 84 days if he is working alone. And B will take 75, that is 3 by 4, 45, 60 plus 45 is 105 days to complete the work. Now, they say that they are working in a specific pattern. The work was started by A, and B and C worked with A on every third day. To solve these kind of question, we always go through rule number 8, that is CM rule, common multiple rule or LCM rule. We need to find the LCM of 84, 105 and 60. That would be 420. Suppose they need to produce 420 units of something. A produces 420 units in 84 days. 420 divided by 84 will be 5. So efficiency of A is 5 units per day. B is 420 by 105. That will be 4 units per day. And efficiency of C is 420 by 60. That is 7 units per day. Now, how they are working? On day 1, A is working alone. On day 2, A is working alone. On day 3, A, B, C, all three are working together. So, number of units completed on day 1 are 5. Number of units completed on day 2 are 5. Number of units completed on third day, where A, B and C, all three are working together, is 5 plus 4, 9 and 7, 16. That means they are producing 26 units in a cycle of 3 days. In every cycle of 3 days, they are producing 26 units. Now, 420 divided by 26 is giving something roughly 16 point something. So 26 units are produced in cycle of 3 days. Clear? 26 into 16 is 416. That means in 16 into 3, that is 48 days, they have completed 416 units. Our answer is more than 48. We are left with to produce how many units? 420 minus 416. That means 4 units. Who is coming next? A is coming next. But A produces 5 units in one day. And his task is to produce only 4 units. So A will take how much part of the day? 4/5 part of the day. That is 0.8 days to complete the remaining 4 units. Once again, in a cycle of 3 days, 26 units are produced. They are working in 16 cycles. 26 into 16 is 416. How I have got 16? 420 divided by 26 is giving 16 point something. That means in 16 days, 416 units are completed. And in how many cycles? 16 cycles. Each cycle is of 3 days. That means 48 days, 416 units are completed. A will come again and produce 4 units in 0.8 days. So together, they would be completing the work in 48.8 days. That is in option B. Once again, to dwell deeper into the concept, go through rule number 8. Let's have one example from simple interest and do it simply. It's on your screen. A classical take, and let's suppose if we don't have options, then what to do? Let's read and try to frame equations. A sum was lent at a rate of 15% per annum simple interest for X years, amounted to 17,600. In case of simple interest, amount is equals to P into 1 plus RT by 100. So the first equation we will have is 17,600 equals P into 1 plus 15x by 100. Now, when the same sum was lent at the rate of 18% per annum simple interest for X plus 2.5 years, it amounted to 24,320. So 24,320 equals P into 1 plus, here interest rate is 18 and time period is X plus 2.5 by 100. Now we have two equations. Our job is to solve these two equations. So what I'm doing, I'm dividing these two equations. On division, PP will cancel out. 17,600 into 1 is 17,600 plus 17,600 into 18 by 100. That means 176 into 18 would be 3168x plus 3168 into 2.5 will give me 7920. And now I'll cross this. 24320 into 1 plus 24320 into 15 divided by 100 will give me 3648x. So 3648 minus 3168 will give me 480. 480x equals, okay, 17,600 plus 7920 minus 24320 would be 1200. X is 1200 by 480, that is 2.5. So obviously these two are the eligible options. Let's put x equals to 2.5 somewhere in any equation. Here we can find P equals 17600 into 100 divided by 100 plus 15 into 2.5 is 37.5. 137.5, and calculator value would be 12,800. Value of x is 2.5 and principal is 12,800. Option A is the pick. Obviously, I've taken help of on-screen calculator. You need to use it because these are the calculations. Let's take a few questions from algebra in the remaining time slot we have in this particular sessions, and a really fantastic one is on your screen. It's a very interesting take on minimization of algebraic expression. And we know that if a belongs to a positive real number, then minimum value of a plus 1 by a is 2. A number and its inverse, when added up, minimum value is 2. How? We know that am is greater than equals to gm. Now, if suppose the numbers are a and 1 by a, am would be a plus 1 by a by 2. This will be greater than equals to gm. Gm is root over a into 1 by a. Cancel out. We'll get a plus 1 by a is greater than equals to 2. That means minimum value of a number and its inverse when added up will be 2 if that number is a positive real number. Now if we look at this expression, it is x square y divided by xyz. So x square y divided by xyz will give me x by z, plus y square z by xyz will give me y by x, plus z square x divided by xyz will give me z by y. Similarly, we will get y by z plus z by x plus x by y. Now, if we look at this expression, we are looking out for minimum value of this expression when no other conditions is given. Only this condition is given. Obviously, you would be using this concept. Now, if I say x by z is a, then we have got z by x. That means we have got a plus 1 by a. Done. Y by x is b. We have got x upon y. That is 1 by b. Z by y is c. Then we have got y by z also. That is 1 by c. So we can see that we have got these three expressions, and each expression minimum value is 2 if a is positive real number. So minimum value of the first slot is 2, second one is 2, third one is 2. Minimum value of the entire expression is 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 6, explained with help of am and gm concept. It is very unique concept. The concept is actually am is greater than equals to gm is greater than equals to hm. Use it wherever required in solving these kind of minimization question. Answer to this question here is 6. Option A is the pick. A classical take on quadratic equations, am, gm, hm of roots is on your screen. Give it a try. Two concept flow. First is, it is a quadratic equation. So we have a quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Then sum of two roots alpha plus beta is given by minus b by a, and product of two roots alpha into beta is given by c by a. First concept. Second concept, if we have got two numbers alpha and beta, am of two numbers is alpha plus beta by 2, gm of two numbers is root over alpha beta, hm of two numbers is given by 2 alpha beta divided by alpha plus beta. That is actually 2 upon 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. On solving, we can get 2 alpha beta by alpha plus beta. These two things we would be using here. The harmonic mean of the roots of the equation. A quadratic equation is given, the highest power of x is 2. So value of a is 3.3 plus root 2. Value of b is minus of 4 plus root 5. And value of c is 8 plus 2 root 5. Now we need to find harmonic mean. We need to find 2 alpha beta on alpha plus beta. So first let us find what is alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is minus b by a, minus plus 4 plus root 5 by a, 3 plus root 2. And alpha into beta is c by a, that is a plus 2 root 5 divided by a, 3 plus root 2. Now harmonic mean is 2 into alpha beta, 2 into, if I take can common 2 from here, I'll get 4 plus root 5 by 3 plus root 2 divided by alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is 4 plus root 5 by 3 plus root 2, and we can see we can very easily cancel this. What we are left with is 2 into 2, that is 4, and option lies in D, 4. Answer is in option D. Alpha plus beta minus b by a, alpha into beta, product of roots c by a, and hm is nothing but 2 alpha beta upon alpha plus beta. Or we can also use this if required. Gm square is equals to am into hm, the very same thing what we are discussing here. Clear? So Gm square is alpha beta is am into hm. If you multiply am into hm, you will be left with only alpha beta. Either you can use that Gm square is equals to am into hm, then hm will be equals to Gm square by am, or simply just plug in the values and solve it. And many a time these kind of question you will find. Do practice quadratic equations. Today what we have done, we have revised a lot of arithmetic and few of algebra. In next session we would be taking up permutation, probability, and few more from algebra and mensuration, so that cohesively all 15 topics can be covered and we would be ready for TCS digital. So on this note, I'm Mohit Jain signing off from MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you on this note that I'll see you soon.